Happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me, happy birthday, dear Lynn Lindbergh, Bad Couch Guru. It is April 17th, Friday, April 17th, my actual real 47th birthday. Friends, have you given me my birthday gift today? That is 47 squats to celebrate my 47th birthday every day this week. So today and tomorrow, 2 more days of it. I'm actually recording this on April 6th, 10 days before my birthday, because I don't want to be recording on my birthday. That doesn't make me smile. But I did promise you that today I was going to disclose my weight and my different weights from my whole life. Now, before I do this, I must give some great big huge caveats to this, because weight, scale, body mass indexes, percentage of body fat, how we talk about people who may be thin or fat or skinny fat, or all, it's a very, very heated, big topic. So if this is the first podcast of mine that you have listened to, please don't. You really got to know me a little bit and where I'm coming from. You got to buy my book, Couch to Active, and know what that's all about. I mean, and then you'll be able to hear this in the correct context, because context in life can really, really be everything. So why am I sharing my weight with you on my birthday? Liberation. It's a part of liberation. It's a part of me blazing a trail for folks to help destigmatize the scale, destigmatize numbers around the scale and what people weigh. And the thing is how much someone weighs is a secret that's guarded even more closely than how old we are. Even more closely than, the boy you had a crush on in high school, I mean, okay, maybe that wasn't a secret. But weight, it has so much power and it has so much stigma. And part of the reason it does is because of fitness industry brainwashing. Part of the reason weight has so much stigma is because of how the scale and weight has been marketed to us, especially women, but men also. Just as much, I would say nowadays. And because secrets hold power. If we know this, right? I mean, we already know the secrets hold power. So if you keep your weight a secret, because it would be horrible for anybody to know what your weight is, that's holding a lot of power on you. And that's partly one small piece, like a tiny sliver of 100 other reasons why so many people throw the scale away, because they know that number is actually pretty darn meaningless. And so there's been a whole movement of, get rid of your scale, never weigh yourself. We haven't had scales, except for the last 100 years in, the universe. We don't need scales. I wholeheartedly agree with that. And I also believe that people really should be able to make a decision of what is best for them and what they think is best for them. And having the option to make that decision for yourself of whether you weigh yourself or whether you don't weigh yourself forces you to think about why you're weighing yourself or not weighing yourself. And so that mental process is really good. So that's why I'm not an advocate of just blind trust, right? Just blindly trust me and throw away your scale and never think about it again. It's like, no, we need to go through that whole process of thinking what and why and how and all that. So that's part of it, is secrets hold power. And so by me sharing my quote unquote secrets of my weight, and this is the first time ever in my entire life I'm going public with my weight. And there's some things in there that at first were a little freaky to me. And then later I looked at them, and the more I thought about going public and the less power it had on me. Okay. when is she ever going to share those numbers? I must see the numbers. The other reason why I'm doing this is because I want to be in front of you with my kimono open and lead this trail, blaze this trail as another option, another way to free yourself from all of this. I do not recommend that you just willy-nilly, without thinking about it today, go on social media and post what your weight is. Like, no, it's really got to be done with intention. But I think you get what I'm saying, don't you? And if you have questions, write in, because I've never seen anybody do this before. So I have no example of like, what's the best way to disclose your weight to a group of podcast listeners? Like, I don't know. I don't know anybody who's done this before. So here we go. Couple caveats. Again, context is everything. These weights are weighing myself in the morning, naked, after I pee. Okay? Yeah, I know. You're laughing. You're like, oh my gosh, I do that too. We all do that. Like, seriously, I get it. So they're pretty consistent. I'm 5 foot 5 inches, 5.5 inches if I stand really tall. And I have a small frame. Small-ish frame. So here we go. I'm just going to go through and rattle them off without any commentary, hardly any commentary at all. In high school, I weighed between 110 and 115 pounds. In college, I weighed between 115 and 125 pounds. When I got my first desk job where I was sitting all day, I weighed between 132 and 125 pounds. That sedentary made a difference for me. When I had a baby, I was 160 pounds, and I knew that because I was induced. So I actually, can you freaking believe that before I went to the hospital to get induced, I stood on the scale in the morning, naked, after I peed, 9 months pregnant, 9 months, 2 weeks pregnant, and weighed myself and wrote it down in a book. Yeah. Okay. 1 year when my baby was 1 year old, I was back down to 125 pounds. In my 30s, I weighed very consistently between 125 and 130. In my 40s, things started changing, and I started trying all kinds of yo-yo diets, and my weight was between 125 and 140, so overall 10-pound increase. I started getting some health issues. I got remarried. I started feeding teenage boys. I had more health issues. And so now I had gained to 170 pounds. That's right. 30 more pounds in the last 5 years. 20 of those 30 pounds came on in 6 months. Today, as I record this with you, I am on my way back to health. I'm able to exercise a little more. I have more. Actually, I've always exercised, but I'm able to exercise more and nap less and cook healthier food more consistently because I have more energy to do that. And that just becomes an upward spiral. And so I am down to 168 pounds. So my highest was 173. So I'm down 5 from that. I gained those 50 pounds when I was married to my new husband, and he loves me more than ever. And sometimes I actually wonder if it wasn't just health issues. Sometimes I actually wonder if subconsciously, in the back of my mind, I needed to know, am I still lovable if I did put on those 50 pounds? Because I had so many men in my life be so overtly make me feel like, say things that led me to believe. They didn't make me do anything, right? Said things that led me to the incorrect assumption that if I put on weight, I was unlovable. And now I know definitively that I'm not. I mean, that I am lovable, that I'm not unlovable if I Yeah. So there you go. You got it. So, wow. Yeah. I want to talk about this because I want to take the power out of a number on the scale. I don't want you to do this unless it's abso-freaking-lutely the right thing for you, because there is massive, massive social power in a number on a scale. And the number on a scale is so misunderstood and represents so many different things that, again, here I'm circling around, right? So just go back to the beginning of the podcast, listen to all my caveats again, take this all in context. And if you're left with more questions, write in and ask me, because this is new territory. There is no book out there that says how to handle this, but it just seemed like the right thing to do. So today, on my quarantined birthday, I am celebrating by giving myself the gift of freedom from those numbers. And that feels good. Yeah. Wow. It really does feel good. All right, friends, write in. Tell me, spill your beans. I spilled my beans, so it's your turn to spill your beans. And when you do, let me know if it's okay to put your beans on the podcast. And I love you guys. And thanks for being there for my birthday today. And I hope you're staying healthy. I hope you're happy. And I hope I'm still healthy and happy. This thing airs in 10 days. I'm sure I will be. Thinking positive. All right, folks. Signing out. And tomorrow, I'm going to do a bonus episode that has nothing to do with exercise. All right. Bye-bye. Exercise should not be dreadful, but getting off the couch is the hardest thing we do. And so, Couch to Active has an all-new website to match our all-new world we live in now. Head over to couchtoactive.com and finish step number 1 today. Did you know that Couch to Active has an app? It's the easiest way to keep track of and follow the Couch to Active podcast. So head on over to your app store, and it doesn't matter whether you're on an iPhone, a tablet, or an Android device. Search for Couch to Active, that's T-O Active. Download the app and check it out. Bye-bye now.